Sister Talk.
Hi, this is Sister Talk TV show. I'm your host, Dietra, and we have a great band from the play, the musical gospel play, The First Lady. It's a different kind of play, and we have sitting right beside me is Taimak from The Last Dragon. You may know him as Bruce Leroy. Hey, give it up. Okay, listen to that. Very good. Let's give it up for the band here. Taimak,
hey.
Welcome to Sister Talk TV show, and thank you for gracing our stage here.
Hey, it's an honor.
You know, I want to ask you this question. I'm quite sure all the other women here want to ask you the question also. Where you been?
I've been home. I've been doing a lot of things.
You came on the scene with The Last Dragon. You flexed your muscles, winked, and said bye. And that's what it seems like. Just teeth, big teeth.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Well, you know, the business is a little bit crafty, and you have to. It's a big jungle out there, so you have to learn how to navigate through it. And I embrace my journey, and here I am today. And that's what counts, right?
Okay, that is what counts. You know, before we get into The Last Dragon, I just want to get a little bit about you, your background, and so forth. Mm-hmm. You lived in Italy and London. How did you get there?
Well, I'm black and Italian, and you know, when I was younger, my parents thought it would be a good idea to spend some time in Europe because back then, this is the late 70s, actually early 70s, there was more racism going on. It was a little more tensions.
Okay, and you didn't find that in Italy?
In Europe, it was there. It's, you know, these are old countries, you know, and they've resolved a lot of issues. So you know, I did notice a difference, and back then, and that was one of the primary reasons that my parents wanted us to be out there. And so we grew up in Italy and London, and I came back here when I was about 14.
Okay, so are your parents, are they in the entertainment industry, or are they artists?
Actually, my mother worked at the Apollo. When my father at the age of 19, he was kind of a little bit of a star too. He sung a song called "Teenager for President," and it was a little bit of a hit. And I won't go into why he decided to get out of the business, but he met my mother, and that was it. They fell in love.
Oh, wow. And then you were born. You have, what, 3 children?
My older brother, my sister, they're 2 sisters younger than me, but they split back then, and they had more children. So from this, all together, there's probably about 11. There's 11 of us, yeah.
So since The Last Dragon, you've been in videos. What kind of videos?
Well, you know, back then I played with Janet Jackson in Let's Wait a While. I worked with Debbie Allen on when she was doing her music, getting it going. I did a lot of different stuff. I did a lot of commercials, a lot of modeling, all kinds of stuff.
And you discovered really Vanity because...
Well, I didn't discover her. Barry Gordy discovered her.
Yeah,
I discovered her, but I didn't discover her.
You pointed her out.
Yeah, how can you not discover her?
But you wanted her to be your leading lady, right?
Yeah. That was, you know, that was something that it was pretty funny. The Barry Gordy was asking me questions about who I thought should, because every woman, it's like right now, if you know, a film gets produced, they want a young African American actor to be a star of this big action movie, and they got a female. You know, there's going to be a lot of females coming out to play that role. You know, and she won.
You know, something. The Last Dragon. When I looked at it, you know, when it came out, you know, I hate to say, I did not see it. So when I was doing my research, I was looking and I was like, wow, this guy was powerful. You know, the moves and all that you were making. How was it working with Barry Gordy and Michael Schultz?
Right. Well, I was 19, so you know, I didn't know anything. Yeah. I won a New York State kickboxing title at 18, and I didn't know much about the business other than I did some school plays, and it was just really interesting because you know, you hear about Barry Gordy. I've heard of songs from Motown, and when he came in to actually meet me eventually. It was a big room and somewhat like this studio, and I was sitting waiting for him.
Wow.
And he walked in with a big entourage. You know, and his girlfriend was an Asian woman with hair down to the floor, and he had these.
Was she on Soul Train?
No, she wasn't. She wasn't. But yeah, back in those days, right? You know, so it was just really it was charming, you know, and meeting everybody. God bless Julius. He's gone now, but
sure enough.
But I just he used to start fights with me because he was so funny to me that during breaks I used to laugh so much. You know, it's over the top, and he didn't like that because he knew that we needed some tension going, you know, on screen. So he used to start fights with me.
Okay.
And then I used to get uptight and I'd be chasing this 6'7" guy all over the set. And he'd be like, "Get this guy! He's going to kick me." You know, it's funny. It was funny.
You know what I found so interesting again when I was doing the research and I looked at the movie and I saw your moves. I said, "Wow, this guy is powerful, precision." You know, you did mostly all your stunts. Here it is, a 19-year-old guy comes in his first audition. He brings in, I think you're really responsible for bringing in, I believe, $25 million during the 80s, probably more, to that movie. And then after that, it was like, you're gone. And I'm expecting that you should have been in another action-packed movie.
Right. Well, you know, we as, you know, the non-actors or people that aren't so familiar about the way the entertainment business works, doesn't kind of work that linear, you know. You know, it's kind of it's a business and it's political, and that's just how it works. But you know, I don't want to talk about the past so much as I want to talk about today because that's all that really counts, right?
Okay, that's all right. So you're in the...
I'm in The First Lady.
The First Lady.
And that opens up June 16th. And we're all very excited. Everybody in the cast is phenomenal, you know, and it's a gospel play. It's fantastic.
Okay.
The writer is Lawrence Floyd, producer T. Renee, and yeah, it's hot.
Okay, what attracted you to the role?
Well, I have a friend, Tony Seawright, who introduced me to them. They're friends, and I did a reading. And the reading, the other actors and I, you know, I never saw the script before. I was like, this is a funny play, but it's also different. You know, it addresses some issues that a lot of times in the church, not that I grew up in the church, but I've heard from other church-going folk that they kind of brush under the carpet a lot. And I said to myself, really? You know, I think every issue is meant to be explored and researched and resolved with a church, you know. So I think Larry addresses it in a really light, fun, not heavy message way.
So what character do you play? You play the bishop?
I play a narcissistic mega church leader named Bishop Curtis Mitchell.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm really excited.
Do you think you're a spiritual person?
I don't really like to categorize myself as anything but who I am. You know, I think, you know, labeling somebody as spiritual is kind of phony. You know, I think everybody's human. And I think that you learn about yourself from your relationships with other people, either one person or a mass of people, and you know, spiritual. That's
you have 3 different black belts. Can you name them for me?
Well, I studied Chinese Goju for many years with Ron Van Cleef. I did karate, Shaolin. I actually studied quite a few styles. Right now, I'm studying with Marcelo Garcia. He's considered the genius of jiu-jitsu, which is an art that got really popular through the Gracie family, and it's a real popular thing right now. And you know, you got the UFC and MMA and all that, and they have to know a lot of submission. It's submission wrestling. That's what jiu-jitsu really is. You
know what's so interesting again? Is that you were born in the year of the dragon.
Right.
The movie you played in was The Last Dragon, and now this year is the Year of the Dragon.
And Bruce Lee was a dragon.
Oh, really? And that's your mentor,
And he did Into the Dragon. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think that is really interesting and so forth. So this is a lucky year for you.
Yeah, you know, I was telling some of the cast members, I was like, you know, it's a lucky year just to wake up, you know. There's some people that are waking up, you know, I think about, you know, some people that are older, or some people that are missing legs, or some people in the service right now, and you know, how are they waking up, you know? So I'm always very thankful that I wake up, you know, healthy and feeling the way I do. Okay,
we're about to go to a scene. But before we do, a lot of ladies were emailing Z-Star Man and us, and they were asking, is he going to take off his shirt?
Only when I go in the shower.
Oh, you're ready to go in the
If you get a shower on set, I'll take my shirt off.
Okay, we're going to end this scene. Well, we're going to end this with one thing.
It's a little overrated.
When I was doing the research, I found out that you like dealing with children.
Yeah, I love children. I mean, children have, I don't know. It's who can't love children?
But you do something with them. You
oh yeah, I have a
happiness?
young people's program that I developed a seminar that has them see the correlation between their future and their schoolwork.
Okay.
You know, the work that they do at school, it actually helps them generate their dreams. So it's called Unfolding Dream.
Okay. Okay, so we got to cut this scene off. So we're going to go to the video, and after that, we're going to go and see you perform.
Sure.
With Ashley.
Yes. Okay.